What's up, guys? It's AlphaBlue, and let me give you a very quick breakdown of what happened on Euro USD today. If you watch the earlier analysis I made, the top-down analysis I made on this pair, I was saying that I was expecting Euro USD to sell. And why? Because Euro USD is in a supply zone, and it has been bullish for a while. So I was expecting Euro USD to sell for the short term before it continues the bullish move. At least it should correct the bullish move it had made last week. So this was the supply zone I was looking at. If you go to the 4 hour, you'll see it clearly on the 4 hour. Now this is the 4 hour. Or let's go to the daily. Now, this is the supply area on the daily, as you can see. It's a very clean order block on the daily that gave us all this bearish move right here. So what I was expecting was to see Euro USD bearish. I wasn't expecting Euro USD to continue this strong bullish push, even though overall we're expecting it to be bullish because of all the fundamentals that happened. But for the short time, I was expecting it to be bearish. So the next thing I was looking at was this area right here. This morning, we saw price push to the upside and formed like an equal top right about here. So I was actually waiting for this equal top to be taken out before I begin to look for sales. But that didn't happen. So let me show you what I saw that made me know that, okay, sellers were already in the market. If we go to the 5 minutes, now you see that after market came and gave this equal high here, it now started changing character. It started changing structure to the downside. Then this happened. Market came and swept this liquidity right here. As you can see this, it took out this liquidity and gave us this very strong push to the downside that broke structure right here. So immediately I saw this, I knew that sellers were in the market and the market was ready to push to the downside. But then I was now looking at this order block right here to take my entry from. I placed my limit here, but as price continued to develop, I saw that it kept on pushing to the downside. So I now marked out this area right here, and I was anticipating price to also come here and react from here, and I'll show you why. Now, I've made a video before, or I've said before, I remember during my bootcamp, I said that whenever you have another block, because this right here is like another block, whenever you have another block and you have liquidity and an imbalance, what you should focus more on is the liquidity and imbalance, because most of the time price doesn't really get back to the other block before it sells. You understand? Now let's go to the 1 minute. Let me show you why price sold at this particular area. Now, if you look right here, you see that there's an imbalance right here. Let me point it out. You see that there's an imbalance right here. Look at this imbalance right here. Now, price didn't even feel it that much. Why? Look, there's a liquidity right here. This is an internal liquidity that price came and took out. This right here is an internal liquidity. Now, if you watch closely, you see that immediately price came, took out this liquidity, filled the imbalance just a little bit. It sold off. It sold off. It didn't come back to this other block that I was expecting it to come to. So this is actually why in fact, if you backtest this, if you watch this closely, you will notice that this is what the price does almost all the time, especially during the New York session. During the London, whenever price is ranging, and like pre-New York, it now begins to give a direction of where it's heading to. Most of the time, during the New York session, price will come back, sweep internal liquidity, and continue to the downside. So once you've been able to establish the bias as to where the price is going to go to, then the next thing is for you to start looking for internal liquidity that market will take out, and then it will sell. This is actually very, very premium, high valuable stuff that I'm telling you right now. So when price took this liquidity here and sold off and broke structure, I already knew that, yeah, we have the bias to sell. Then you wait and look for the internal liquidity, set your limit there, and place your trade. I actually did not take this trade. Let me be very, very transparent and honest, because as of the time this trade came back here, I was already out of my trading station. In fact, I was on my way to work when I saw this move happen. So I didn't now have the time to start calculating the lot size to use and all of that and place my trade and stop loss. So I just let it go. But then this is actually a very, very nice trade. And the exit was also very top-notch exit, like sniper exit. Let me show you where I exited and why I chose it. Look at it right here. This is the reason. You see, this liquidity here and this breakout block here. These two reasons, these are the two reasons why I decided to place my exit here. And as you can see, price came and respected that place very, very sharply. And now it's going up. But this is the breakdown of the trade today, even though I didn't take it, but the breakdown of Euro USD today. So going into tomorrow right now, I'm expecting to still see at least some bearish action on Euro USD going into tomorrow. Maybe price may come all the way to this level right here. Maybe price may come all the way to this breakout block before Thursday, Friday, we see price push to the upside. Or we could see price begin to push to the upside from tomorrow. You never can tell, but I'm still expecting to see some bearish action to this level at least before we see the bulls back in play. So guys, I hope this was helpful. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe. If you've not subscribed, why? What are you waiting for, guys? So hit the subscribe button and see you in the next one.